Also developing tonight, a new effort to try to address the serious shortage of volunteer firefighters. Today, the International Association of Fire Chiefs launched the A Hustle Worth Having campaign. It is targeting Gen Z and millennial audiences. This as lawmakers here in New York consider allowing some volunteer firefighters to be paid. Tiger Schmittendorf is a 45-year veteran of the Evans Center Volunteer Fire Company and retired as Erie County's Deputy Fire Coordinator, and he joins us live. Great to talk to you about this. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Michael.
Let's start with this campaign because it's interesting. I watched the commercial that we just aired there. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff on social media, but really trying to get everyone's attention, but specifically the younger generation. Why is that important?
Well, for one, take one good look at me and you realize I'm no longer a card-carrying member of the target demographic for volunteering, but I'm blessed to still be able to serve. So while we have an aging population in today's volunteer fire service, there's a tremendous amount of value in the experience and the knowledge that we have to share. We're just looking for more young people to share that with. So to be able to connect with today's generation and offer them the same great opportunities that we were offered in our younger years to serve, to give back, and really enjoy all the great benefits that volunteering in fire and emergency services has to offer is our way of passing on that gift.
One of the things I like about this campaign that people will be seeing now moving forward is it shares testimonials from young volunteers, right? There was one in the video there who she's a nurse by day and a volunteer firefighter by night. Right. It's important that people hear those, right? To kind of say, hey, this is something you should consider.
Right. And it doesn't matter what your 9 to 5 is. This is a 5 to 9 like absolutely no other volunteering opportunity, right? I half joke that if we break somebody's door down, they thank us afterwards. If we cut a hole in their roof, they'll bake us cookies, right? No other volunteering opportunity offers you that.
And talk to me about, because we see the numbers nationally, right? And it's a severe shortage. In terms of a lot of volunteer fire companies who just do not have the people that they need. What about locally? What about Evans Center, where you have been a volunteer for so long, and other places in Western New York? How bad is the shortage?
Well, I don't look at it as a shortage. I see that there's more opportunities for more people to get involved and serve in their community than ever before.
More openings.
More openings. It is, really, literally that. And sometimes for not the best reasons, but for a lot of good reasons too. Volunteer fire departments opening their doors, offering more flexible opportunities. Like in our department, you can do single mission EMS. You don't need to be a firefighter to provide emergency medical services. We provide all the training for free, and EMS represents upwards of 80% of our call volume. So, or you can dedicate yourself to the fire rescue side of the mission. So it's really understanding the opportunities that are available and finding your niche.
I mentioned in the introduction there that there is a push in Albany and has a lot of support from a lot of volunteer firefighter organizations that there should be some monetary compensation and at least allowing municipalities, for instance, to pay volunteer firefighters. What do you make of that, and how much of a difference could that make?
Well, and understand when they talk about pay, they're talking primarily about stipends, right? This isn't a full-time job. It's not necessarily part-time pay or anything of that nature, but it's rewarding the volunteer, most importantly, their families for the time that they're dedicated and committing to their community. I say often, make sure you're targeting the right audience with your incentive programs. You know, I'm not the one who made the sacrifices. Lori, my wife, and my kids did. That allowed me all the time to do what I love. So those stipends are just a great way of paying those folks back who are making the real sacrifices, and also filling the coffers a little to fill in the gaps, especially with the challenges of today's economy and the need for folks to quite often work more than one job.
Yeah, I was listening to one volunteer fire chief who talked about the training that goes into it nowadays, and especially being compensated for that, for the time, because so much time goes into that, right?
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the greatest incentives that the state has created for us in the last couple of years. When you complete Firefighter 1, there's a financial reward associated with that one time, right? And then as you go on and take additional training, it's incentive to either go on to take the training or, again, a little bit of a payback for the time and commitment that they're making to enhance their abilities in serving their community.
Tiger Schmittendorf has been serving our community 45 years,
45
right?
years.
45 years. We
Obviously,
really
I started when I was -7.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. We like the math. Thanks for your service. Thanks for talking to us about this important stuff.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.